Hello everybody and welcome to some Night of the Dead! Yeah, you got it. The Baron is back on Night of the Dead. But what am I going to do? Well, as you all know, there is a Escape the Island on Legendary mode Steam achievement. So I thought, well, why not? Let's get off this island on Legendary. Now, that's going to need an awful lot of running around and messing about first thing. So I will see you all after I've got my bearings. Okay, I need to, think about the reality of the situation here. I'm on Legendary. If I was normally to, try and flee the island on a lower difficulty, I could just run into all of the buildings. I wasn't worried about death. Put a chest and a sleeping bag outside, run in. If I fail, doesn't matter, but grab the item, run out, run away somewhere, come back, carry on. And it wouldn't really be an issue. I mean, you can finish the Escape the Island on lower difficulties pretty quick, especially if you're not worried about dying. But I can't do that on Legendary. I can't just charge into a building on Legendary and hope to grab the item I need to escape, because I'll die in 2 hits from a zombie, and there'll be far too many of them, and they run faster, and all the rest of the stuff that Legendary gives you. So I'm going to have to take time. If I'm going to have to take time, that means I'm going to need to survive many a night, to be honest. Let's be realistic about this. This is not just, get through one night and I'm off. I need to survive quite a few nights. But this is Legendary, and that's not an easy task. And as you may have noticed, I haven't played with a tutorial on, so I've got no easy trap item to start with. Nothing to give me that initial boost. Say, here you go, make a trap. No. So, what have I got left for me? Making a load of javelins and arrows. Well, that's not going to cut it on Legendary. I need about 4 or 5 arrows just to kill a fox. Never mind to bring down a zombie. Like a dozen arrows, maybe more. So I'm not going to be able to, stand somewhere with a bow. That leaves me one other alternative. Spike traps. Lots of spike traps. In fact, as many spike traps as I can possibly make. I mean, I can add to that a few arrows just to try and speed things along. I'm going to need to make a lot more arrows. The only way I'm going to get through the night is to try and thin the horde. Oh, if I don't keep missing with spike traps. Now, they do actually take a lot more damage than I thought. They've been nerfed quite a few times over the duration of this game. They started off very strong and then they got some heavy nerfs. But they actually have quite a decent hit point pool now. No zombies on my case. You can come down and grab my arrows. Zombies nearby. So the damage, you see, that they took was minimal, which is great. It means that I can really go to town now and make a lot of spike traps, as many as I can get the materials for. Rope's obviously going to be my one limiter, but I'll see you in a moment after I've built up a nice mass of spikes. Okay, folks, well, this is it. Night 1 on top of a roof. I've upgraded it as best I can, but I do not have the rope to put down any more spikes. I have 49 arrows. There's a bit of pieces of iron left for me to knock out another 20 if I really need to. I'm probably going to need to. But if I die up here, I respawn quite a ways back. Which is a good thing. I mean, I could actually... I could actually put down a sleeping bag here to respawn. But if they kill me here, I don't want to respawn here. I'm going to want to respawn somewhere else and have them run after me. Because if they're killing me here and I keep them here, it means they're on top of the building. And they're probably going to start destroying stuff. Although, I mean, at the end of the day, if I spawn somewhere else, they're probably still going to keep destroying stuff. I don't have the cloth anyway now. The option has gone. I'm going to make sure I just don't die, I suppose. It's easier said than done, isn't it? Oh, I could really do with like maybe some walls here so they can't jump up. Or another floor piece. I wonder if I can get... I haven't got the angle to put a bridge piece really how I want to. I don't actually have the pieces to do so anyway, do I? Floor pieces? No, there's no rope. All of the things that I need are going to need rope. I have no rope. Ah, this doesn't need rope. 5 plank, 3 lumber. You know what? I can do that. And there you go. Now, even though I can create this, whether or not I'm going to end up putting it somewhere where I want it is another matter. I want them to not go the obvious way up. That's the thing. So maybe I will stick it here. And here they come. So let's stay out here for now. And see just what happens. I mean, if it all goes wrong, it all goes wrong. It's it's not a biggie. 8 trimmed. Might be able to do that, you know? Not now. Now we want to see where the zombies are coming from. And how effective the few spikes I've managed to put down. I mean, I would love 50 times the amount. Let's not be funny about it. Let's want like the whole area covered. Until I can actually upgrade stuff to make proper traps. That would be nice. But I also got to keep my eye on the fact that I need to leave. This isn't about making a base that's going to handle legendary. I mean, this location is not suitable for doing such a thing. Could I make this location suitable? Maybe. Don't really have a building here high enough to give me the luxury. No, maybe we could create some kind of gold out here. But that kind of defeats the point. The point is I need to go and get everything I require to get off this island. However, as I said, on Legendary, I can't just rush for it. I'll just die. So my next option is to create a base that's going to allow me to survive long enough. So, here come those initial zombies. Just make sure that they play with those spikes. What I want. I have got a bunch of arrows. But it's the case if I use the arrows, by the time I actually get to pick up said arrows, they probably would have despawned. But if I don't use them to finish some of these zombies, they're going to destroy some of the spikes, and then, yeah, we'll end up with nothing. need to just make sure I'm not really going to encourage any leapers. That would be the worst case scenario here, is I end up with things leaping up at me. I don't have any walls or anything to hide behind if they do successfully leap up here. They would probably just be dead at time. And they would wreck the whole base. We could have a go at sniping a few of these. Headshots like that would be nice every time, but I don't think I can be so lucky. I have gone so far as to train my bow up as a +1. It's not going to be much, but every piece of damage right now is going to help. So there's one down. I'll weaken a few of these up a bit. There's another one. Spike traps are definitely doing their job. I think I'm going to be using like these spike traps for quite some time as my only real form of defense. Because obviously the following day from this, if once I do somehow manage to get rid of the zombie horde that's on my tail, is to start trying to clear houses and get resources and get better stuff. Now, that's not going to be an easy task. I can't just destroy stuff I put on the ground and put it back down again. On Legendary, you don't get the resources back that you do on the lower difficulties. Even with a high building skill, you still don't get them. I mean, the trick you can do with the food by not needing any resources to reset the food by just picking the food up and putting it back down. Same with the farms. On the lower difficulties, when you're skilled up, you don't actually need to spend like manure on the farms. You can just pick the farm up and put it back down again. It'll reset. However, on Legendary, you definitely don't want to be doing that. That's going to cost you way more resources. I'm going to weaken some of these out a bit. Die off. I have got some food I've made up. You don't get any energy bars on Legendary, but I have managed to gather a few bits and pieces as I've been collecting my resources. At the moment, the spikes are doing their job. They're A, keeping them busy, and B, they're eating away at their health slowly but surely. Some of the back there to just here. Starting to pick up in numbers now. Damage is probably going to take its toll on some of these spikes in a minute. Use these arrows, I think, do my best to give my spikes the biggest chance they've got of thinning out the crowd. The issue is going to come is if all the spikes are gone and I'm out of arrows. Then I really am in a world of pain. Three arrows left. Okay, I will use the last of my iron for 20 more rounds. Every shot here is golden, but the longer these spikes can last, the better. Getting a few here. Watching that arrow count go down. Still a whole mass of zombies out there. And we're nearly out. Let's hit this big guy if we can. He's going to slam. Something I don't want a lot of. Oh, there's two of them in fact. Oh, this is the last arrow. I will focus on the slammer. If I can get, I mean, there's big focus on this slammer as well, I suppose. There you go, that's it, we're out. Right, other things I can do. Yeah, try and draw some to the back. And attacking that stair, which is understandable. Now, I'm not going to be crazy enough yet to go down there. And when I say go down there, I mean on the edge of the roof to maybe try and hit them with a spear. The reason for that is simple, is I don't want to encourage any of them to try and get up at me. Not until the night is near its end. And I'm running out of options, as in maybe there's no spikes left. As it stands, I mean, you ask yourself the question, could you reach and grab some arrows or loot off the ground? Would I get close enough? But then the offshot to that is, if I'm that close, it could probably hit me. No need to tempt that kind of fate just yet. I'm not that desperate. Finding maybe some ways to encourage them to leave and come back mightn't be a bad idea. I don't know if going out to the edge of here is going to achieve that. I doubt it, to be honest. Not really far enough out. But you know what? Those wooden spikes are doing a fantastic job here. I mean, considering this is legendary, they've upped the hit points on some of the building items. And yeah, they can take a punishment now. They may not deal that much damage, but they can take a beating. I mean, the night is over. The music has stopped. It's gone past 2. The only ones we have left now are just these crazy few ones that are just some stragglers. I mean, that's actually 3 stompers, which is like the worst kind, to be honest. And the AoE damage. I mean, it's kind of like, oh, if only I had another 20 arrows. That one's gone. Running away. I'd love to see some of these die. I haven't seen any of them done yet. Oh, speaking of which, did one just go down? No, it was just a rat. That was a... I wonder if dropping onto this back edge now would encourage somebody to come around. That would be nice. No? Oh? No. We're still focused on the front. We only have these two. I can't reach anything. It's worth checking to see if I could reach any kind of loot. Where's that other one gone off to? There was a... Ah, there he is. We do just have the two. Just have the one now. Now, I would love to go down there, but he will return, and he would just kill me in 2 hits. So, it's worth waiting him out. There's no point being, you know, too crazy and just charging down there. Trouble is, with the spear, is if I use it from up here, the attack animation will probably make me move forward and fall off the edge. So, that's not ideal. He's backing off, but he will return. It's not as if I can just go down and just start looting. He's going to return in a moment. Here he comes. Just hoping he dies on the way in. Come on. Come on. Come on, big guy. I'd love to go down. I could actually get that second step rebuilt now while I'm waiting. That one. Yeah, that encouraged him to actually come over. Can't actually work out how to get here, but it did force him to move. And maybe take damage somewhere else. I don't want all that loot to despawn. That's the big thing. I mean, it shouldn't do. It's just the arrows would have despawned. That's the big loss there. Is all those arrows I used are gone. Come on. He's just still dead. Ah, you crazy zombie. I mean, it's okay. It's still only 3 AM. It's the first night on Legendary, to be honest. And I'll take that. I'd take a 5 AM without an issue on Legendary. Come on in. Oh, he's still taking it. Come on, big guy. You can't take much more, surely. I force you to run over here. He's still at it. I thought for a moment I heard him die, but nope, he's still he's still at it. Come on, big guy. this time in. And again. We might have to go down and risk it with the old spear, I think. It's a big... Is he dead? It's a big ask on legendary, but... Oh, he's gone. At last. Oh, that was painful, wasn't it? Right, let's... grab all the loot, and then we'll have a quick check and to see the damage on some of this stuff. The back here, absolutely fine. Oh, something inside the house just freaked out. Oh, that's not good. After all that, don't want to die to some idiot in the house. Right, huh? I probably pick up some bits to get some arrows. Yeah, let's just pop some arrows. Where is he? Look, he's dead. So, no, he's gone back in the house. Come on. That means they've destroyed the door into the house. The door was closed. I haven't cleared the house yet. Come on. Excellent. Right, drop off again. This time I can get my arrows back. Let's keep the stealth as best as my character can stealth. Oh yeah, need a bit of repairs there. That was a bit low. It's low. Yeah, there's a bunch of them inside there. They're going to probably see me if I'm not careful. Some repairs in while I'm at it. I'll grab some of that stuff. What is that? It's a dead bird, isn't it? Don't need to risk it for a dead bird, I'm afraid. That's not going to be something. I will repair some of this. Yeah, some loot bags closer in there, though, that I would like to take. I don't want to give them up. They might aggro the whole house. Now we're good. There we go. Wonderful. Well, that's night one done. Ah, just gonna go and grab some food from here and replan this actually. So I think that's enough for this episode of trying to get off the island. It's gonna be entertaining. I'm not gonna be able to stay here for long. I am gonna have to, get out there and start getting the bits and pieces. And if I do keep coming back to this point, it's not too bad a point. It's central-ish. If I do keep coming back to this point, I'm going to have to make this base pretty serious, actually. This is not going to hold off a legendary assault for very long. Right, so I hope you enjoyed that. Please come back for the other episodes as I do my best to get off the island in Legendary. Spam the old likes. I know that, people always say hit the old like button, but I don't ask you to subscribe. If you subscribe, that's wonderful. But the likes actually really help. Not just me, I mean every YouTuber. They help to encourage YouTube to show it on more people's searches, which then could potentially bring in, more of an audience, which in turn brings more likes and more subs. So yeah, I don't ask you to subscribe. That is something that really is personal, up to you. If you would do me the honors of just hitting the old like button, that would be fantastic. So thank you very much, everybody, and see you next time.